Hey there, YouTuber. So I am in Intel's Extreme Tuning Utility, and motherboard I've got today. Let's see if it's listed here. Yeah, Asrock Z490M-ITX/AC. Did the unboxing on my other channel recently. Um, so here's the computer. You see i7-10700K, which is an unlocked processor. Um, you see our RAM is currently at 2933, which this is not my Patriot RAM that I've been able to get 4133 out of. It's, let's see, I believe this is the, nope, I'm sorry. This is XPG that usually I can get up to 3000. Whatever reason, it's not, totally compatible, but it will allow 2933. And I don't have a graphics card hooked up to it at the moment. But what I wanted to show you is normally, I go in here on a Z490 motherboard with the unlocked processor. I can change these. And obviously, if you know the CPU, you know that the multipliers are not all 51. It's should just be the first two, and then it's either 50, 49, 48, 47, I believe. Can't change the power limits in here either, which is interesting. Why is that interesting? Well, when you run something like the benchmark here, let's go ahead and run that. So looks like that was the last one I ran. This will take a moment, but okay. Well, it did already. So you see down here, power limit throttling. It's killing the performance, and then current EDP limit throttling. So obviously, this Z490 motherboard, at least from this aspect, is not going to give you the performance levels that you would get from a ATX size motherboard. Now, in a moment, I'll go into the BIOS and we'll see what we can change. And obviously, I changed something, right? Because right out of the box, the multipliers aren't 51 all the way across the board. So we will be able to change the multipliers. So we might mess. We'll see if we can mess with the power limits in there. All right, so there is the benchmark score, and I'm going to just go ahead and reboot this computer. Oh no, we don't want to update and restart. Dang it. Ay ay ay. Nothing worse for a video than updates. So while that's going, maybe it'll be quick. I had a viewer ask me, "Hey, can you do a overclock video for this motherboard?" And honestly, I'm a little concerned about trying to overclock this thing. Trying to, out of my collection here, I'm in a hotel room in Hawaii. The collection I have here for CPU coolers, we have 4 of them here. 2 big, massive dual tower type ones. A smaller Nock 2, a low profile. And then we've got this, what is it, Deep Cool? Or Cooler Master Hyper 212, which is on there right now. And, you can see these temps are not that great. With a good CPU, we'd be back down quite a bit. With a good CPU cooler, we'd be down quite a bit. So this is not the ideal one to try this with. But all right, so here we are in easy mode, and you can see obviously quite a bit here. Once again, CPU, and I did a walkthrough of this before, but here's our RAM. Now, if I try to do profile 1, which would be this guy, it fails to boot back up. So We won't mess with that. Let's go over to advanced mode. Alright, so we've talked about this and OC tweaker. Okay, so in here, CPU configuration. Now, this is on auto originally, okay? So when you come in here and you do want to change that per core, you can do that here. Now, I'm going to start with 50 to be honest with you because, well, let's face it, I'm not sure this guy can handle 51 across the board. So we'll start there. And, oops. Alright, so we got that. I guess we can scroll down a little bit. And then ideally, we would adjust the voltage. So for now, we're just going to do a core, all core multiply type overclock. Turbo boost enabled, speed shift technology disabled. Interesting. So that's what's in here, folks. We go over to voltage. So we want CPU core. You know, which is last I checked, equivalent to the verbiage V core. So you would want to do fixed mode, and then actually type in the value here. Right now we'll leave it on auto. Stable mode. Look at that, OC mode. Let me put that back the way it was. OC mode. So here's your where your RAM voltage is if you're going to mess with the timings. I'll put that back. So eventually we'll come back and we'll mess with this. But for now, I just want to get some numbers, see if this is going to work the way it is. And obviously we ran that benchmark, but we forgot to mess with the power limits. And we've still got updates. I want to get my Diet Pepsi in the meantime, folks. All right. I assure you this is not a Celeron, but it is a Celeron killer. Let's see what pops back up. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that crap is. Task manager. So you can see we're just under 5 gigahertz at the moment as it's doing whatever it's doing. RAM speed still 2933. Okay. Intel's Extreme Tuning Utility. And I need to pin this over here so that I can find it easier. And of course, OBS has failed us again.